Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you here on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Today is this game right here is the quarterfinals for the Bighorn Basin Conference Girls Basketball Tournament here from Rocky Mountain High School in Cowley, just 8 miles north of Lovell. This opening game is going to be between the 8th-seeded Riverside Rebels of Basin, Wyoming, and your Thermopolis Bobcats holding the first seed, coming off of a 15-0 season. Well, over in the auxiliary gym, we got Shoshone taking on Matitsi. Over here in the main gym, just before this game, we had Grable take on Burlington. Grable won that game, and 10 Sleep fell to Rocky Mountain over in the auxiliary gym. So it's been a lot of basketball here today. They got here bright and early. Tip-off was about 9 o'clock for the Burlington game. And now we're getting set to tip it away for the start of this one, the the quarterfinals here. Like we said, perfect season for the Bobcats. They look to end that out with a Bighorn Basin Conference Championship this afternoon. But first, they got to get through the first game, and that's going to be against Riverside, a team that's going to be looking for some revenge after the Bobcats came into Basin and won earlier this season. And we are underway. Bobcats and the Rebels. Shots up by Bourne on the right side. It's up and no good, and we are off to a very quick start there as Teeples tries to salvage it there. It'll go back to the Rebels. Near side, far side, here come the Rebels. They'll go past the center circle. They'll have it on the Grizzly head. Poked out there by, I think, Ivy was down there for it. It is Bobcat ball, as it looks like they deemed it was touched by Hopkin on that one, so it's going to go back to the Bobcats. Here comes Boren, bring it up, guarded here by number 11, Olson. They'll pass it to the near side, try to give it off to Buckner, but Godfrey is there to shut it down. Logan will pass it in for the Bobcats, screen set by Buckner. Boren here on the near side, outside the volleyball line. She'll drive right side, has an open lane, shots up and it's in, and a foul to go with it. Ooh. Camera was not focused on it. We apologize for that. But anyway, 2-0 as the Bobcats take the lead here in the Bighorn Basin quarterfinal. It is going to be Jaden Bourne, I think, taking the shot here for the Bobcats. Shot is up and it is no good. So no three-point play there. But Bobcats off to a hot start here to start off this quarterfinal round. Or I guess not really. What am I talking about? This is like, what, game 4? Game 3? They'll give it inside. Here comes Olson up toward the scores table. Logan and Boren on the double team. And here comes Ivy up the middle. Shot is up and it is no good. Buckner on the return. It's no good there. They'll get a third opportunity. Teeples on the rebound. Shots up by Ivy. It's up and it is no good. Logan there on a fourth opportunity now. Boren. Left side, they'll swing it over to the Riverside bench here to Buckner. Buckner inside to Logan. They'll give it inside to Lauren Teeples. It's blocked by number 31, Hopkin. Rebels will pick it up, and Bobcats double teaming here. It's taken away, picked off by Logan. Tries to get the shot off. No whistle there, except for when it went out. Logan went through the contact, though. Because of that contact, the out of bounds will be awarded to Riverside, so the ball will be given back to the Bobcats here. Boren will pass it up top to Logan. Here comes Buckner inside the arc. Swings it, gives it to the right side to Boren. Boren pump fake. She'll move inside onto the free throw line. Takes the shot for 2. It's up and it's no good. Teeples trying to keep it in. Buckner on the rebound. Buckner will retreat back to the left wing. She'll pass it right over to Boren. Has a little trouble with the handle, but gets it there up top. Ivy with it as Boren falls to the ground down there. Here comes Logan on the right elbow. She'll drive right side. Shot is up, and it is no good. And a jump ball down there, and really good aggressiveness by Pratt to get down there. Jump ball will give it back to Riverside. Whew, 2 minutes, and it's been a lot of action here. 4:13 to go. Olson will pass it, and it is loose. Logan tries to go for it on the ground. It's still a fight for the ball, as Hopkin was down there trying to rip it away from Logan too. So jump ball called. It will be Bobcat ball out near the Grizzly head here. Over on the far side of the court. Ivy for three. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded down there by Buckner. Logan on a third opportunity. A fourth chance by Teeples. It's up and it's no good, but a foul. 2 shots coming up for the Bobcats. And a lot of Bobcat fans here, despite the split here. B and C is over in Basin for the round robin. But there's still a lot of Bobcat fans here supporting the team in this conference tournament. Shot is up and it is no good by Teeples. She has another opportunity though. Teeples shots up and swish. That made a pretty little swirl down in the net there, as it will be a free throw point awarded to Teeples. Whistle down there on near the scorer's table. It looks like a foul on. It looks like a push foul here on Riverside, on Thermopolis. Both teams even in the foul count here. Thermopolis with 2, Riverside with 2. The foul was awarded to Paisley Logan, her first of the game. Boren almost comes through and gets the steal. The Bandit. Bounce pass to the left side. Open shot to the basket. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Teeples. And that will get this one set up for the Bobcats. Still not quite a comfortable enough lead for the White yet. They'll move to the right side. Boren bounce pass underneath to Logan. Shot is up and it is in. Paisley Logan on the basket. Olsen passing it middle. The ball is still loose. There's 3 Rebels back there trying to get it. They'll dive on it. Ivy trying to rip it out, and they're going to get a jump ball here. And fantastic job by Hopkin holding on to that one. I think this will be Rebel ball. 3:15 to go in the first quarter here in the quarterfinal. And it looks like we have a timeout called. I think it's a Rebel timeout. We'll be right back from inside of Rocky Mountain High School in Cowley. Rebel timeout. Don't go anywhere. A neat little detail that I forgot about here at Rocky is that they actually display the countdown for the timeout on the board, so that's nice to keep track of. But we're back here inside of Rocky here. It's 5-0 on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. Back underway, Riverside with it, and immediately Jaden Boren gets her hands on it, but it will be a backcourt violation as she had carried a lot of speed there on the steal. Hopkin going to inbound it here for the Rebels. They'll bounce pass here to Pratt. Pratt, and picked up the dribble and started again, so that's double dribble there on Hopkin, but it'll go back to the Bobcats. Carson Ivy set to pass it in now for the Bobcats, and she is looking to the front court and just overshoots Teeples a little bit there. She saw Lauren up there in the front court. She was wide open. Makes you wonder if they actually practiced that. I can wonder, because that was a perfect setup there. Bounce pass inside on the right lane. That is Godfrey. She's looking to pass out. She's in a little trouble there by Ivy. Logan was also there for a short while, but it looks like a traveling violation on Riverside. Ivy, bounce pass inside to Buckner. Buckner now into Teeples inside. It's up and it is no good. And Logan has had a lot of those inside passes. And she has had a couple assists taken away from her there off those missed inside shots, but still, she's got a bit of a I don't know what it's called, but it's like I think a dead eye. But it's like she has a chip in her brain or something that has like a little laser focus on it or something. Like a sniper, if you will. Back underway, here comes Riverside, and it's poked away. And that is Teeples picking it up inside to Ivy. Shots up on the right side, it's in! 7-0 here in the quarterfinal. Riverside still in this game, though. There's still a lot of things that could happen here between now and the end of the game. Obviously, it's still only 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Ivy going to get set to pass it in. We'd like to remind you today's game is brought to you by, we'd like to thank our sponsors here, Owsley Club Lamps and Feet, Thermopolis Hardware, and Canyon Concrete Sand and Gravel. Thank you for sponsoring today's broadcast. Boren, far side to Ivy. Ivy, jumper for three. It's up and it's no good. And it's an easy joke to make whenever Ivy makes a three because she's wearing the number 3. Boren, the bandit, on the steal there. And loses it. It'll go out of bounds. And Jaden Boren, not able to hold on to it, but she's gotten herself quite a few steals in this game so far. That's why we kind of give her the nickname the bandit here on the broadcast, because she's gotten the bulk of the steals for the Bobcats this season. Paisley Logan, though, almost got herself one there. Picks up the dribble. This is Bassett with it for Riverside. And looks like another timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Riverside timeout from Rocky Mountain High School. We'll be back in, 30 seconds. Like to welcome you back here, Riverside. Ooh, a little bit of trouble there on the inbound, but Riverside off the timeout, their second foul. And here comes the steal. Buckner, pickpocket there. She'll go down the right side. It's up and it is no good, but 2 shots coming up. By the way, TJ Owsley gave us a pretty funny explanation during the beginning of when the team arrived in Cowley. There was a technical foul that we were kind of confused by on our broadcast when Worland came to Thermopolis. The technical foul was actually given because Owsley had put 8 players on the court. He was trying to put his 8th graders out on the floor as kind of like a quote-unquote senior night tribute, I guess you could call it. But it was a really funny explanation. That's why the technical foul was called on the Bobcats during that Thursday game. It was a pretty interesting story, and it's funny and it's kind of heartwarming. Shot is up and it is no good. During that little ramble, the free throw was made. Shot was up and it's no good there by, I couldn't catch it, I'm sorry. Pratt on the defensive rebound though for Riverside. 8-0 Bobcats with just over a minute to go. A lot of 10 Sleep fans in the grandstands here in this main gymnasium. And Paisley Logan picks it up there for the Bobcats. Boren switches hands, jump shot from the elbow. It's up and it's no good. Ball is loose, picked up by Godfrey. Godfrey trying to rip it away. Good job there, keeping that out of their hands. 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pratt loses control of it here. And backcourt violation on the Rebels. Logan will get to the scorer's table here to inbound. .35 seconds. Boren moving to the near side. She'll give it up underneath to Buckner for 2 and splash! Bobcats enter double. 22 seconds. Bassett passes up far side to Pratt. Pratt to Hopkin. Hopkin will give it inside, and Buckner almost got the steal there. Bassett there on the far side, stops, takes the shot, it's up and it's no good. Boren on the rebound, she's on the breakaway. Takes a last second shot, it's up and it's no good. I feel like she could have had a little bit more time there, probably could have taken a proper three, but that will end the quarter and the Bobcats up 10-0 here at the end of the first. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. Like talking back here inside of Rocky Mountain High School here in Cowley. Just about a half hour or so drive from the Montana border. 8 miles northwest of Lovell. Back underway, Logan passes it in. Ivy's got this one, bounce pass to Teeples, goes out of bounds, and looks like it will stay with the Bobcats. This game brought to you by Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile. They actually got Mr. and Mrs. Claus up there until I think 2 p.m. today, so if you're still in Thermopolis, go give them a visit with your kids. Shots up and it's in! I think that was Buckner on the shot there, and that one just barely was a two-pointer. A couple more inches out, probably could have been for 3. Buckner holding on there to number 14, Pratt. They'll pass left side, and they'll try a skip pass to the far side near the Bobcat bench. Shot is up for the right. It's up and it's in. And the basket by number 24, Jensen, for Riverside's first points of the game. I think it took them until the third quarter to score when Thermopolis came to Basin back in November. Boren inside. Shots up for Ivy. It's up and in. Carson Ivy has had a fantastic second half of the season. She's always kind of been there in the first half. She's been getting baskets and getting steals and stuff like that, but she really exploded in the second half of the season. Been really nice to see her, become more confident out there on the court. Shot was up and it's taken away by Ivy. Boren switches. She'll go past the word mark logo. Shots up and it is in for Teeples. 16-2. It's giving me kind of flashbacks to the Whirling game because that game ended up being 16-4 about this time. Bounce pass, Teeples gets the steal taken away. Ivy will get this one. She'll pass it up to Buckner. Buckner on the right side. Shot is up and it's in. They just keep on scoring, and this is a Bobcat team that is no doubt extremely confident. And here comes a pair of fresh legs on the next play as they'll have a wholesale substitution coming in. Bounce pass here to the left side. Swings it over, Jensen will pass it over to 11, Olsen. Olsen tries to kick it back. Boren on a steal there. Rescues the ball there. Actually, check that. It looks like it went out of bounds. So we're going to have wholesale subs for both sides here, as Riverside will also give their entire bench a chance here. A couple people I want to watch for on this bench side here. Obviously, Amelia Strickland, Jakay Elder, the person who made that buzzer beater shot against Worland to win the game in the B game. And also, I'll be keeping my eye on Mabry Schwann as well. Mabry Schwann, I think, is a 7th grader, so we'll see her again next year at TMS. Can't wait to see what she does as an 8th grader. That is going to be so fun to watch. Jakay Elder, player of the game last game in the B game against Worland. Mabry Schwann holding on to it a little bit too long there. She'll go to the near side. She will go up underneath the basket. It's up and no good. Crayley Williams on the rebound, though. Williams looking. She'll kick it back to Elder. Elder loses control of the ball there, but she'll pick it back up. And Landis is right there in her face, so that probably doesn't help much. Mabry Schwann, great pick set by Shield. Gets it underneath to, I forgot her name, I'm so sorry. Amelia Strickland. Shot is up and it is in for the Bobcats. So that's the first bench points of the game for the Bobcats. And it looks like a foul on the Bobcats. It is Elder getting nabbed with her first foul of the game. Schwann playing up toward the sideline. It's taken away by Elder. Down the near side, she will lose her footing there, and it looks like a foul on Riverside. We'll give it back to the sideline here. Today's game brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feed, a local family trying to provide the best show feed for 4-H and FFA students. Also, anyone looking for high-quality dog and cat food as well. Owsley Club Lambs and Feed is a proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network and the voice of the Bobcats. Here comes Jakay Elder. Penetrates inside. It's up and no good. She'll grab the rebound, though. Kicks it out to Schwann. Schwann, tried the pump fake there and ends up falling face first. They'll go back to the Riverside Rebels. Far side. They have it there on the corner. They'll dish it inside to the right lane, and it's going to be a whistle. And there's another foul on the Bobcats, this time for Crayley Williams, the 7th grader. Another player I'm excited to watch as she comes up into 8th grade. This one taken away here by Strickland. Elder with it, keeps it low. She'll pass left side to Mabry Schwann. Schwann spins around, she'll give it up to Williams. Williams, and a traveling violation. Looks like some happy feet there for Crayley Williams. On an unrelated note, that movie is old enough to vote. I can't believe that. And here comes Jakay Elder on the steal. The pump fake shot is up and it is no good. Strickland on the rebound, and it looks like it'll be a jump ball here. Man, the Bobcats playing as aggressive as they have all season on defense, and that's what's gotten them the bulk of their steals and their rebounds. I think the high school boys, and I think the high school girls too, could probably learn a lesson from that. Here comes Jakay Elder, stops, the shot's up and it's no good. Crayley Williams trying to get there, and it's going to be a rugby scrum to try and get there. Mabry Schwann gets the rebound though. Elena Shield pass up to Jakay Elder, shots up and it rims out. Rebound here by Riverside and a whistle. Looks like it'll go back. It looks like Riverside committed an infraction there. It'll give it back to the Bobcats. I think they carried it there. 90 seconds to go in the first half of this game. Shot is up and it is good. Mabry Schwann for 2, and it is 22-2. It's twos across the board. 22 points, 2 points for Riverside, 2 fouls for Thermopolis, and 2 minutes to go, or second quarter. Sorry about that. And here comes Riverside trying to get something going, and it looks like a reach in there on number 35, Strickland, and had her a couple of groans here on the Bobcat, or one of the Bobcats. There's 2 Bobcat sections. What the heck? There's a Bobcat section over here, and there's a Bobcat section over there. Purple supremacy. Shot is up and it is blocked there by Elena Shield. Ball is loose. Mabry Schwann trying to get a hold of it, and it is a jump ball down there as Landis was also involved in the scrum down there. About to go into halftime. Riverside's going to seriously need to talk some stuff over. Jakay Elder. Crosses over into her left hand. She'll go up to the left lane. Shot is up and it's in. Elder. 24-2 here in this game. That is 35. Bassett with it. She'll pass it out to the near side. Schwann keeps it in bounds. They'll fight for it. Schwann's got a lane to the basket. She'll kick it back out to Elder, who'll take it up for two. It's up and no good off the top of the rim. Shots up for a way to Shield. It's in! 20 seconds left here in the half as Shield will get her first points of the game. Out of bounds there as Ja'Kay Elder tries to chase it down near the Grizzly. Rebels will inbound, 13 seconds. She dropped it on the inbound. Getting ready, setting them into motion. And the inbound play doesn't quite work out as well as they would have hoped. And a whistle there for Riverside as they dive for the ball. 9 times out of 10, that usually results in a travel, and I think it did that time. Ja'Kay Elder, near side, she'll cross over, gets outside the circle. She'll give it to Mabry Schwann. 2 seconds to shoot, and not enough power on that one. The cannon kind of had a bit of a malfunction there, not enough gunpowder or something. But anyway, 26-2 at the end of the second quarter here in the Bighorn Basin Conference quarterfinal. Thermopolis Bobcats up 26-2 over the Riverside Rebels of Basin. We'll be right back for the start of the second half here in about 10 minutes or so. You are watching quarterfinal basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, 26-2 on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Rocky Mountain High School in Cowley, Wyoming for the Bighorn Basin Conference semifinal. It's been an interesting day of basketball so far with 2 games in the books and 2 games in progress. Shoshone taking on, I think it's Matitsi over there in the auxiliary gym. That game, I believe, is also in halftime, of course. And obviously up here in the main gym, Thermopolis and Thermopolis and Riverside, I believe the winner will play, Grable. So should be an interesting matchup there. And Grandma, I know back home in Thermopolis, I know you're watching this. They're playing Sweet Child of Mine over the speaker, and I thought Mom was calling. Anyway, that's an inside joke between me and my grandmother. If you have ever heard her ringtone, you'll know. But anyway, getting ready to start this second half of basketball, and it has been a great day for the Bobcats, and most specifically, I'm talking more about Jaden Boren and Carson Ivy. Those two have had a fantastic day today. There's another half of basketball. Let's see how they do for the rest of it here. Getting ready to start for the third quarter. This game brought to you by Canyon Concrete, Sand, and Gravel. For any of your projects that involve sand or gravel, whether it's filling a driveway or what have you, or getting a foundation, Canyon Concrete, Sand, and Gravel's got you covered. Shot from the right side, it's up and no good, out of bounds. Bobcats try to get the shot off, and we could see the sun kind of coming through the windows here. It is 10:48 here in Cowley. Although if you're watching this, I assume you're watching this in the Mountain Time Zone, so you probably already knew that. And it's mid-range here. It's taken away by Ivy. Down the right side, stops, tries to give it out to Boren. Goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Rebels. And here comes the Rebels. I think this is Godfrey with it here. They'll give it up near side to Hopkin. Hopkin is smothered there by Buckner. They'll pass it left side around the arc. Swings, tries to give it off, and stolen by Paisley Logan as they try to give it off to Jensen. Down the right side, shot is up and it's in! Paisley Logan on the bucket. 28-2. It's technically a football score. I guess it's possible. If you score a safety. Here comes Boren, and it's going to go out of bounds and go back to the Rebels. Hopkin going to pass it in here to Olsen. Olsen swings, and it's ripped away by Boren. Down the right side, shots up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Ivy. That was up and in. 30 on the board for the Bobcats. Riverside bringing it past the center circle here. Avoids the backcourt by mere inches. Bounce pass to the left side. Ball is loose, and Ivy will just let it roll as it will go out of bounds out toward the grandstands here. And Amelia Strickland will pass it in. Ja'Kay Elder has got it, and we have got our bench players out pretty early here in the third quarter. Probably resting their starters a little bit for the semifinal game against Grable. And they will take this one away. Down the right side, shots up, and it is no good. Mabry Schwann on the defensive rebound. Here comes Ja'Kay Elder. And a whistle. Looks like we have got a timeout for, I think, the Bobcats. So we'll take a quick break. Looks like 30 seconds is the call here for the timeout. So we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Rocky Mountain Middle High School here in Cowley. We're inside the high school gymnasium here. I guess technically, this would be, now that's kind of a conundrum now, isn't it? We don't got time to worry about how the building is constructed. We're back underway for basketball. Elena Shield, mid-range shots up and no good. Elder tries a second chance. It rolls off the rim. Strickland's down there trying to wrestle it away. Bobcats will retain possession. Great aggressiveness by Strickland to get in there and try and rip it away. Well, she did rip it away ultimately, but after the whistle. Ja'Kay Elder, bounce pass to Shield. Gives it off to Crayley Williams. Now back to Elder. Shot is up and it rims out. And they'll have it on the baseline here as Riverside will get the benefit of the whistle there. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. You were watching the Bighorn Basin Conference quarterfinal on Two Basin Sports Network. Near side. Ooh, Strickland kind of had a hand to play there and a bit of an off dribble. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rebels. Elder thought she was inbounding it for a second there. Rebels getting ready to go. They'll give it up. Mid-range. Falls short of the basket. Elder on the rebound. Elder will take her time here. She'll get past the mid-range. Gets up past the attack line of the volleyball court. She'll kick it back out to Crayley Williams. Had a wide open chance there, but she'll go to the left side of the rim. Shot is up and it's no good. And they'll fight for it. Crayley Williams and Landis down there. I knew I probably should have kept the Riverside roster. But back underway, 2:50 to go in the third quarter. The Rebels have it. They'll give it past the circle here. Down the left side. Stops, picks up the dribble. She'll give it inside on the box there. Takes a bit of a hurried shot there as Strickland will get the rebound. Ja'Kay Elder. Left side, she'll turn it back around, dribbles with her right. And this is Mabry Schwann with it, but a double dribble. We'll give it back to the Rebels. And Riverside bringing it up past the half court. Ball was pickpocketed there by Ja'Kay Elder, but she'll get it back. Jensen, double team there by Elder and Schwann. They will be pushed way back toward the half-court line. She'll try and drive left. Pratt picks up the dribble. And it's going to be a hold there on Thermopolis. Riverside will inbound. They're playing pretty tightly there, close to the baseline. And Strickland tries to strip it away in a jump ball. It will go back to Thermopolis, though, off the whistle. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of this quarterfinal game. Elder spins. She'll try and move to the left. Dribbles with her right now. Got to give Elder some credit. She's got some great ball handling skills there. Shots up from the right elbow. It's up and no good. Godfrey on the rebound for Riverside. 90 seconds to go. Past the attack line and it's stripped away. Ja'Kay Elder again making big splashes here in this game. And they're going to try and rip this one away. A jump ball, and Riverside will use up some of their subs here. They're going to bring out all five of their current five on the floor. $30-2 here in this game. I think, is the consolation after this? I'm not sure. I know there's a consolation bracket in this, so that's just how it's how regionals work too, which is kind of interesting. And it is a hold there on the Bobcats, I believe, again. Let's see what the foul is charged to. Third foul of the quarter for the Bobcats, and it is Looks like it is going to be Ja'Kay Elder with her third foul, so she's in a little bit of trouble here. Almost 3/4 of the way through. Trying to swing the ball, gives it up underneath, and it is tipped out by Elder. She's just always been there in the face of these Riverside players. She's been doing really well on defense here. Gives it up to mid-range here. Takes the shot, it's up and it's no good. And it is going to be Riverside ball as they determined that there was contact made by one of the Bobcat players on the basketball. 53 seconds to go. Throws it up, and Riverside will keep a hold of it. This is Perez with it. Shots up from the elbow. It is up, and it is in for Bassett on the shot. Riverside will get their first of the half. Ja'Kay Elder switches over. She'll bounce pass here to Strickland. Strickland inside the paint, picks up the dribble. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Mabry Schwann. It's up, and it's in. Not really much of a surprise, honestly. If you've seen her play this entire season, she's been really good getting underneath the basket, making those big plays. Here comes Ja'Kay Elder on the steal on the far side. Shot is up, and it is no good. It'll go out of bounds and stay with the Bobcats as Strickland also wanted to chase it down there. 8 and 4/10 of a second to go here in the third quarter. And they'll give it on the left side. Crayley Williams kicks it out to Mabry Schwann. It's up, and check that, Elena Scheel. It's up and no good. I am so sorry. I don't know where I got Schwann's name from. But anyway, that will end the third quarter of action here in the Bighorn Basin Conference semifinal or quarterfinal. And we'll be right back from inside of Rocky Mountain Middle High School here inside of the big gym. It is 32-4. Bobcats on top with 6 minutes to go. I'd like to welcome you back, 32-4 on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. Back underway for the start of the fourth quarter. Bounce pass underneath to Lauren Teeples, and she is going to take a bit of a tumble. She's taken a lot of those this season. They got their starters back out there on the floor. That consists of Mackenzie Buckner, Lauren Teeples, Paisley Logan, Jaden Bourne, and Carson Ivy. That's your 5 out there on the floor for the Bobcats. Shot is up from the left side. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Paisley Logan, and she'll get out of there in a hurry. Down to the other side of the floor. Ball is loose. It's still loose down there on the left elbow. Ivy will try to rip it out, and it will be a jump ball. Goes back to the Rebels. A little bit of penalty watch here as, by the way, Ja'Kay Elder with 3 fouls here in the game. She's not on the floor right now. Well, she probably will be put back into the game later, and that is going to be something to watch here as the rest of the game continues. She's an aggressive player, but she's gotten too aggressive in this game. Shots up, and it's blocked. Teeples, she'll give it up to Bourne here. She'll go up to the front court. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded there by Pratt. Here comes, I think this is Hopkin with it now for Riverside. Hopkin, bounce pass here to number 13, Landis. Shots up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Lauren Teeples. Here comes Jaden Bourne. She'll move to the right side. Bounce pass underneath to Logan. Shot is up, and it is no good. Lauren Teeples tried to get it there, but I think the rebound was made by number 24, Jensen. She'll tumble there on the far side, close to the Rebel bench, and it'll go out of bounds and back to the Bobcats. With 4:30 to go. And we have a timeout called on the floor. And it is, I think, Bobcat timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are watching Conference Quarterfinals on 2Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of the main gym here at Rocky Mountain Middle High School here in Cowley, Wyoming, just 8 miles northwest of Lovell. And the team that plays about 30-40 minutes south here in Riverside. The closest team out of the two. And here they come. Teeples on the shot, up and no good. That one's up, that's off the left side, no good. Out of bounds. If we want to talk distance, the furthest team here from Cowley, I believe, is Shoshone, I kind of want to say. It's either that or Meeteetse. It's got to be pretty close. Wait, no, Meeteetse. There's a route from Meeteetse to get up into Burlington, so I don't know. Could be Shoshone, it could be Meeteetse, I don't know. Jaden Boren, far side. They'll pass it up to Ivy down there, and it is Teeples up and in. Bobcats still trying to get as much as they can on the board. Try and make a statement here for the next round. They're also trying to be a little bit mindful. They got to, I mean, it's pretty clear. They're going to move on. Okay, I mean, there's 4 on the board for Riverside. Bobcats are going to move on to the semis. They're trying to kind of conserve themselves a little bit here. You can see that now as they are headed to the bench. So the starters being replaced here. Elena Shield, Mabry Schwann, Crayley Williams, Jakay Elder, and Amelia Strickland out there on the floor for the Bobcats. Bounce pass to the far side, and it is taken away by the Rebels, the Lady Red. Or Lady Rebels, I guess. I call them Lady Red. Shots up, and it is no good. Rebounded there by Mabry Schwann. Okay, if they can call their boys' team the Big Red, I can call them the Lady Red. Jakay Elder on the elbow. She will kick it back out here to Crayley Williams. 3 minutes to go in the game. And Jakay Elder will cut across the free throw line. She'll move right side off the pass, and shot is up, and it is no good for Elder. One thing I like about Elder, she seems to be getting kind of she gets her cuts down right. It's shooting something that could probably be improved on, but fundamentally she's a pretty good player. She can make her cuts, she can run the play well. I think that's what she's really good at. That's why she's good on defense too. She can move her feet really well and get where she needs to get. Also being a little bit smaller kind of has its advantages too. And this one taken back by Strickland. She'll give it up to Elder. Elder falls to the ground there, and it is going to be a whistle. The Grable fans starting to spill in here just a little bit. I don't know. I think there's going to be consolation games after this. Surely there's going to be a break. Ball is loose down there on the floor, and it's taken away by the Bobcats. Mabry Schwann bringing up the far side. Schwann underneath to Crayley Williams. Williams kicks it back to Shield. Shield to Elder. Elder takes the shot from mid. It's up and no good. Rebounded there by Olsen down there on the far end. And this one taken away. Jakay Elder. She'll cross over sides of the court. Elder kicks it back out to Williams. Williams swings it. She'll move to the right side. Shot is up, and it's no good. Mabry Schwann gets underneath it and makes the rebound, and there's a foul. She'll get 2. I think that's the first trip for anybody to the free throw line this half. Not been a lot of fouls that have produced free throws this half, on kind of interestingly. First shot's up for Schwann, and it is no good. Second shot will be on its way here shortly. It's up and it's swish. Wait. Looks like it doesn't. Looks like it probably won't count here. I think there might have just been a little bit of movement there by Schwann. Kind of it negates the basket. And here they come on the traveling violation for Riverside, so Bobcats will get it back. 1:45 to go here in the game. 30-point lead for the Bobcats as they prepare to take on Grable here in about an hour or so. J.K. Elder with it. Elder. Ooh, good spin move there. She'll give it up to Crayley Williams. Williams down the right side. Shot is up and it is no good. Here comes Strickland on the shot from the left. It's up and no good. And the Rebs on the rebound. It will be a jump ball. And we got a player down for the Bobcats. We'll be right back. Welcome you back. Mabry Schwann was the injured player there for the Bobcats. She's on the bench right now. Looks like they put Paisley Logan in her place. 34-4 on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. Strickland down the left side, picks up the dribble. Strickland's shot is up and no good, and Elena Scheel on the rebound. Scheel kicks it back. 1:12 to go. J.K. Elder will get out of trouble there. She'll bring it up top. Tries to give it left side or right side to Crayley Williams. I don't know my left from my right apparently. Here comes J.K. Elder. Less than a minute to go in the quarterfinal. Shot is up and it's no good. Elder just has not gotten those shots to fall today. Crayley Williams shot will though. 36-4 for the Bobcats. While the scoring has slowed down in this second half, it still is a pretty high scoring game for the Bobcats. Here comes J.K. Elder. Shots up and foul. That'll be 2 shots coming up for the 8th grader. Sorry. Elder, shots up and it's no good. Kind of bounced off the rim there. She'll get another opportunity here. Shots up and off the backboard and in. 37-4 on the Canyon Concrete scoreboard. And ball is loose. And a push foul down there on the floor. .29.2 to go here in this game. Paisley Logan racks up her second foul of the game. She's doing jumping jacks down there trying to get the ball away, and she will get it here. Here comes Crayley Williams. Kicks it out to Strickland. Shot is up and it's no good. Paisley Logan on the rebound. And ball is loose. Logan rescues it there with her knee. 13 seconds to go. Riverside trying to get one last basket off for this game. Ball is loose and it's out of bounds and stops. The clock stops at 7 seconds exactly here. Ball's loose. Paisley Logan picks it up. 3, 2, 1. Takes the shot and it's no good. And the Bobcats advance to the next round of the conference tournament. And the Thermopolis Bobcats with a blowout win over the Riverside Rebels and trying to prove why they're deserving of the #1 seed. And the Bobcats, I believe, will be taking on Grable in the next round. but we got a couple of consolation games in between that. I think one in the Oggs gym and one here. I'm going to have to look at the bracket again. They have it right outside the gym. But anyway, 37-4, the final score on your Canyon Concrete scoreboard. That rhymed. And we'll see you back here in a couple hours or so for the start of the semifinal game. The final score of this one, the Thermopolis Bobcats 37, the Riverside Rebels 4. And as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile, as well as Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, and of course Canyon Concrete Sand and Gravel. All of those three, we thank you for your continued support of Two Basin Sports Network, and of course the future of the Bobcats. We'll be back, but just remember, drive home safe, and please do not pet the buffalo. 37-4, Thermopolis.